We know what's causing the problem. It's the arranged marriage between the ultra-progressive left and Islam. It's Islam, and it's where Islam is coming from, and the politicisation of Islam via migration into this country, illegal or otherwise. You combine all of those two together and then have an establishment that turned a blind eye because it's incredibly inconvenient to point out everything I've just said, then you will end up with anti-Semitism. There's no two ways about it. Bill, you can shake your head as much as you like. You're not fooling anyone. You're certainly not fooling me. The majority of the Islam faith is programmed to be against the Jewish faith. And as a result, because we've decided to have this pact with Islam, because we've decided our country was no good as it was and it can only be better under the immigration that we're seeing as a result of open borders, of course we're getting the products of that. We're seeing in the UK what you see all over the Middle East, which is hatred towards Israel and therefore de facto hatred towards the Jews.
Now, it's good for a soundbite, Paul, but the vast majority...
I don't think the people in Golders Green or Manchester think it's a soundbite, Bill.
But in characterising it as a left Islamist issue, the vast majority of...
You're turning a blind eye.
I'm not. I stand up for Jewish people and support them all the time. But the vast majority of Muslims in this country are not anti-Semitic and do not oppose Jewish people. And there's a bit of your analysis that is missing something out. It's not just on the extreme left that there is anti-Semitism. Listen to Restore UK.
But this is
where that anti-Semitism is even more
We've
graphic.
known for a century that the far right harbour anti-Jewish sentiment. We've known that for a century. In fact, I don't know if you've seen all the documentaries about the 1940s. It was quite prevalent. What we are not talking about is what's happening on the left and the extreme left and this weird arranged marriage, particularly in the Green Party, between politicised Islam and the left, in order to what? Overturn the West? Zach Polanski wants to overturn the West. Politicised Islam wants to overturn the West. Same goal, same outcome. You end up with Jew hatred.
We're running out of time on this one.
All I will say is the first thing Andy Burnham did was say they got it wrong with regards to Palestine, which ignited the problem again. Keir Starmer recognised Palestine as a state. It's not a state. And then Burnham came in and said, oh, we got it all wrong with regards to that, and fell down on the Gaza side because he's trying to win the Greens back. This is why our country's going down a gurgler.
Do you know what? I was talking to a prominent Jewish Labour peer in the House of Lords recently, and he'd gone on television to say it is not anti-Semitic to attack the actions of the government of Israel. You have to separate these issues. You have to be able to legitimately...
You have to, for you to feel better, not for me to feel better.
No.